Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for June 15th, 2020. This is a reading for the collective for all signs, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I also just want to send a huge virtual hug to all my new and returning viewers and subscribers. I just want to let you know how much I love you and how much it means for me that you guys accompany me on this journey or that we're in this together. It's awesome. So, all right, let's go ahead and jump into this reading. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear. For June 15th, 2020. Whoa, 9 of Cups coming out. Messages for the collective, June 15th, 2020. Okay, I like it. I like it. All right, overall energy is the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords is air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. More specifically, it's Venus in Aquarius. So for some of you, this very well may have to do with a love relationship. Venus in Aquarius can represent somebody who is detaching from a situation, moving away from a situation, and it usually invokes sort of a feeling of fear of love. Oftentimes, we can be triggered by something that someone says or does that takes us back into the past if we haven't sort of healed and cleared that emotion. And I'm feeling for some of you, this could be happening now, especially since we've been in retrograde season. We are also going through these intense eclipse energies. We have another eclipse coming up on the 20th, the 21st, depending on where you are. And we also have Mercury moving into retrograde in the sign of Cancer. So we're going to be triggered quite often by past events, relationships, lovers, loved ones. And really the purpose of this is to bring it to our attention so that we can heal it and clear it once and for all. So this 5 of Swords could be really struggling with some of those hurts and those disappointments. This is somebody who was bullying you. This is somebody who was out to win at all costs. This is somebody who is, could have been mentally or physically abusive. But it's also about defeat. And for me, I'm really picking up on you guys healing that sense of defeat and moving past it. Even if somebody had stabbed you in the back, realizing that now you're making your history right now. You're not going to keep retelling those stories that anchor you in the past and they don't define you, okay? Those bad relationships, those hurts, and those disappointments. Underneath that, exactly, we have the 9 of Wands. This is that decision that you guys are making, or that Spirit's really bringing to your attention about standing strong, taking all of this energy, good and bad, transmuting it into wisdom. And, build in a rest period. Mercury season, when Mercury is in retrograde and retrogrades all together, these are built-in timeouts. But this woman, she's with her tiger, her big cat here, like the Strength card, taming her inner beasts. She knows that, if no one else does, she's got her own back, that she's not abandoning herself any longer. And she's not giving in to this 5 of Swords energy. All right, so it's nice. I feel like a little bit, I feel this sort of strength and this resolve coming through in the overall energy. Now, you guys are starting out with the moon in Libra, but it can be any air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, the 2 of Swords. Now, the 2 of Swords is an interesting card because we have these 2 birds flying around her, which again sort of makes me think of like 2 of Cups energy, relationships. Now, it's not necessarily a traditional reading of this card, but that's just what I'm seeing here. And this is about, really having 2 directions to go in and not being quite sure and pulling back. okay? Pulling back to really get an objective picture of what's going on. Now, these two birds are also really beckoning us to see the big picture here, to not be so focused on all the minutiae and all of the details, but to really see the big picture of the events that have unfolded, that are unfolding, and that will unfold for you, and to be aware, and then also to be armed with that preparation and that knowledge, okay, which is going to really help you move through this Knight of Swords energy. Some of you, this is going to be a past lover or relationship or anything, because I understand this isn't going to be romantic for all of you, but this is going to be a trigger for you. The Knight of Swords energy represents that Taurus, Gemini time period. So something that may have happened with this new moon in Gemini. Remember, we also had Venus in retrograde in Gemini, bringing back past loves and situations that were meant to be healed and cleared. And I feel like for some of you, this was a very, very difficult and disappointing situation and person. The Knight of Swords for me is, when he shows up in the reverse, is somebody, doesn't have to be masculine or male energy, or, you know, let's take gender out of it rather, but somebody who was really verbally direct, abusive, kind of swinging wildly, reacting to events, not really caring about who they hurt and what they said. Okay, and so I feel like this is the energy that you're kind of up against, that you're pulling back. I really pick up on it being related to this Five of Swords energy as well. This is something there that's triggering you, that may have triggered, that may trigger you in the future, that really needs to be dealt with. And you have to understand that it's time to let go, and it's time, just like this Nine of Wands energy is telling you, let's transmute this energy so we can move forward, because we don't really have time for that anymore, do we? Right? We're bringing about, you know, there's so many changes and shifts going on within, and then within our families and our personal lives, and within the community, in the collective, and with Gaia. So it's really important that, you know, we sort of deal with these energies, and I really do feel like it has to do with this retrograde season. We have the King of Pentacles. I was going to say what's coming towards you, because that's the message Spirit's giving me. King of Pentacles is stability. It could be a person that's older, or just a little bit more, has more experience in whatever this is you're dealing with. Okay, so it could be business, it could be within the family, it could be, you know, whatever project you're starting, it could be in romance. And this is somebody who brings stability. This is somebody who is loving and nurturing, somebody who's healthy, you know, physically and mentally. You know, they have a healthy appetite, you know, and take that and run with it. You know, and it is just the exact opposite of this Knight of Swords energy that you dealt with, or you have been dealing with. Now, for some of you, Spirit is saying this Knight of Swords energy could be your own, where you're feeling really confused, and you might have even found yourself lashing out, especially as a result of this eclipse energy and that full moon in Sag. We've also had the Schumann's resonances, you know, going off the charts. So we're getting a lot of buildup. We also, you know, I was reading this morning about, for my star seeds out there, the Sirian energy coming in to really rework, not to rework, how do I say, to sort of upgrade the crystalline grid. So for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, it's okay. But for those of you that do, you know, it's this upgrade to the ley lines and to the crystalline grid with Sirius energy. And that's why we're getting, you know, we're getting this, you know, we're getting the protests, we're getting the Black Lives Matter protesting injustices that need to be cleared. And really, there's social structures and things that have been happening that really should have been dismantled a long time ago. And that's part of this upgrade that we're receiving. It also has to do with the corona pandemic. It's everything that astrologers and, you know, tarot readers have been talking about for a long time, about this shift. Okay, and it's what's happening now. And it's all for this purpose of sort of creating this new, more stable, more fertile environment, you know, for Gaia, for our communities, and for us individually. And, you know, Spirit's reaffirming that with the Justice card, the card of Libra. This is about bringing everything back into balance. So whatever we're struggling with, whatever we find really confusing, even if it's our own reactions to what's going on, there's a sense of stability and karmic justice that's coming towards us. And for some of us, it's going to be about a relationship. It might be leaving behind this energy and, really being met with somebody who's going to help. It's going to help you in the ascension process, but help you heal as well. And this is something that you deserve. This is something that you've been calling in, because I know that you guys out there in my collective, you have been doing the work. I can feel it, and we're all benefiting from it. And this is all about, the divine timing. It's about coming. It's about, sending your energy out there and being matched with, something that's just and something that's balanced. All right. And I did forget to mention the King of Pentacles. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And it's nice. It's a sense of stability. It's kind of like that calm, that peace after the storm. And you know what else I really love here? The Two of Swords to me is the echo of this Justice card. The Two of Swords is Moon in Libra, and Justice is also Libra energy. So we have this massive transition that we're seeing just here in these 4 cards. We're seeing Minor Arcana version at the beginning, and then that card coming out as the Major Arcana. And this process, this journey that you're on, it's working. Look at that. You get the Moon card. Powerful intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of the situation. Yeah, so for some of you, you're seeing things for what they are. And I really do feel like this comes back to this full moon in Sag and this lunar eclipse that we just had. Remember, we're going to be getting lots of upgrades and we're getting lots of blasts with this eclipse energy. All right, but just about pulling back, using your intuition, trusting your heart. What feels good? What doesn't feel good? What needs to stay? What needs to go? Two of Pentacles or Two of Autumn, bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, and an exceptional talent for multitasking. Yeah, so really getting out of your head about this, you guys. And I feel like some of you are going to feel this release, the weight of the world coming off of your shoulders, because making this decision to leave this energy behind and being really comfortable and authentic in that decision, you're going to see that a whole new world opens up to you. And I feel like some of you are going to see miracles. It's going to feel like it's miraculous. But Spirit wants you to know how much of a hand that you've had in this. Okay, and then you get Princess of Autumn. Studious, responsible, cheerful, and mischievous. Happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. Yeah, exactly. And this is what I like about the Page of Pentacles, because it's all about this planning. It's all about the studying. It's all about being really comfortable on this journey, knowing, being book smart, having all your notes, having crossed all your T's and dotted all of your I's. And that's part of this also, this introspective, but mixing that with a healthy, I can't speak, you guys, with a healthy dose of of intuition and logic and planning. So being aware, being prepared, and then moving through this and knowing that you're on the precipice, that you're about to start this journey. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and see what the angels have to say for us for June 15th, 2020. All right, we get Angel of Wealth. Financial flow comes easily to you. For some of you, this does not have to do with love. This has to do with money. Cha-ching. You're getting that with them. Some of you guys are evolving into this King of Pentacles as a result of all of your planning and just all of your preparation. And this is Spirit's push. For some of you, it may be a relationship, right? It might be a relationship, but it's, it's nice. And this Five of Swords energy, for those of you where this really resonates as a financial situation for you, the Five of Swords can also be those self-defeating prophecies. When you get worried, when you say, oh, this will never work for me, oh, I'm no good at this, nothing ever goes my way, and clearing that energy. Now we have Archangel Chamuel, embrace healthy relationships. Yeah. But Spirit does not want me to ignore the relationship aspect. Ooh, interesting. For some of you, this could be business partnerships. And with this energy, I was sort of picking up on this Venusian energy with Libra, right? And the Two of Swords. This is Libran energy, and Libra rules both finances and love. And, again, Venus was in retrograde. Actually, may still be in retrograde. I've lost track of time, you guys, over the last week or so. I don't know what day it is. I don't know the date, so please just bear with me and check my dates. All right, let's go ahead and see final messages for the collective. And I do apologize. The plumbing in here is so loud. If you hear that background noise, which I'm sure you do. Okay. All right. Wow. You guys, look at that. You are not alone. Some of you felt very lonely. Some of you, I think, have been, once you heal and clear this energy, that you're going to be attracting what it is you need in your life. This is a message from Spirit that you're not alone. Spirit has your back. There's a council of angels and spirit guides and animal spirits and ancestors and loved ones who have passed who, are constantly working with you. This is especially for those of you who are channeling, for those of you who are working with energy work, isolation, physical connection, and community. This is also your soul tribe. This could be your family, your friends, and it could be this community as well, our collective. And the isolation is interesting if you're feeling like you're stuck in this sort of negative energy or this exhaustive energy, anxiety, that sort of thing. There may be a real need for you to pull back, like we're seeing here with this Two of Swords, because it's going to be really beneficial. It's going to bring you the solutions that you need to, to get through, move through this Knight of Swords energy, or move away or past this energy if it's somebody that's connected to you, right? But I see you making this huge leap to this completely different energy of the King of Pentacles, and this is karmic justice, and this is all of your doing. So you guys, this is a nice reading, nice, comfortable reading. I'm going to leave you with some messages from my Starseeds Oracles. Messages for the collective, June 15th. Inner alchemy. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react. I swear, you guys, I apologize, I can't speak. When you react to fear with love. Yeah. Knight of Swords, that's fear. That's fear. Again, it could be your own fears, you guys. It doesn't have to be someone, so I don't want you to get paranoid and run out and, who's after me or who's treating me this way, because, we self-doubt and the way that we talk to ourselves, that can be a very nasty enemy and almost like a silent enemy. Reflection. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. Yeah. So see what that is. When you look in the mirror, what are you seeing? What are you saying to yourself? And again, is it something that you learned growing up? Were you criticized as a child? And so do you carry that criticism with you? Is it a partner, somebody who criticizes you, but is it something you internalize and you believe to be true? Okay, and then you get fruition. Rest assured, your dreams and visions will come to fruition. Yes, they will. Absolutely. Healthy relationships with you and your higher self, you and your inner child, your adult self and your inner child, you and a love relationship, you and a business partnership, you and your relationship to money. This energy is you transmuting all of that. And look at that with the Temperance card underneath, healing and clearing. So this is a beautiful message for Monday, you guys. Absolutely beautiful message. I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.